Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Portland Trail Blazers full game highlights, reaction, and review. Let's get right into it. Dame wasn't there, obviously the left calf. So Dame's going to miss some more time. Of course, we're hoping that it's not extended. But again, like I said, I mean, this was a team. This is a team in development, you know, a team getting better, a team creating their own window. That's Nerd. Nice post move down there. They did exactly, and they ran some plays for Nurk early. I mean, without Dame there, of course, you're gonna have to run some, you know, you're gonna go to Nurk. You need more scoring out there without Dame. So you're not just gonna depend on Ant. You're gonna try to get Nurk going. Again, I just don't think this team is built for that, or is building to be a post-dominant team. You know, Nurk's not going to get that many opportunities with a team like this. That's at its best when they're out running, spreading the floor, attacking, being aggressive. So we'll see how that all plays out. Again, we all love Nurk. And he's doing fantastic. I mean, it's just, you know, we'll see how it plays out during the rest of the season. If that's a help or a hindrance. As we see Josh Hart doing. This is what I mean by giving Josh Hart. I mean, he's one of the guys that's going to get it and go, man. This is what they've been doing in the first when the season first started. You know, they were pushing it. So I don't know what was Bobby Portis doing right there. Did Bobby Portis really think that he was? I don't know what he wasn't even going to get there. I mean, Eubanks wasn't going to let it happen, but he wasn't going to get there. Oh my goodness, Giannis. Oh man. And this was a game also that I know Eubanks isn't ready to start. He's not ready. As much as I love the intangibles and the different looks that he brings the team, as far as, you know, setting those screens and getting in that lob action, and that has to be better right there. That was just way too easy. I mean, that was just way too easy. That's things like that, like I said, is what the team is working on, and that's why I just said Drew's not quite ready to be a starting center in this league yet. Just little stuff like that. Kind of the same stuff with the young fella Shaedon Sharpe. Josh Hart, he brought it this game. You know, just lack of focus here and there for what your responsibility or your assignment or what you should do in that situation. So we see Brook Lopez. Ant did a good job of Ant has gotten back last two games, including this game. Last two games have gotten back being aggressive. And that's just what you need. You need Ant to be Ant. I mean, Jeremy Grant, you know, his shots, it's fast. I mean, just as the shot came, it didn't left that fast. We see Nurk with the nice little post, using that elbow on the turn. As we see Portis with the easy finish right there. But Jeremy Grant has got to find that shot again. I mean, as we see Giannis. Oh my goodness. Oh, and then look at Nurk. What do you want the ball for, Nurk? I mean, it's all good. He had to get it anyway. That was tough. That was tough right there by Ant. That was a great shot. Man, that was a great shot. But they got to figure out a way to get Jeremy Grant some easy looks like that. That was just some easy looks. Not just from three, but I mean some good action that can get him an easy bucket on a dive down or a backdoor or even something like that. Get him on a switch on on a smaller guy and lob it to him. He just needs some easy buckets to go in so he can, because he's not, I don't know if he's the type of player to where if he doesn't get any shots, he's just going to knock down the open shots that he does get. He has to have the ball in his hands, not to have it in his hands to dribble and create like Dame has to have it, or Ant, has the ball. I mean, just as far as he has to touch it a few times for him to feel good. And that's understandable. I mean, that's not asking too much, especially for a guy who can do what he does at his position. You want him to be loose and active on both ends, challenging those shots on the help, knocking down his open corner threes. You want Jeremy Grant fully engaged. Same thing. Oh my, nice move by Nurk. Nurk is getting loose. Now, if Nurk can get in better shape and get up and down the floor a little better, shoot, Nurk will be a wonder. And that's probably what they're counting on, is Nurk getting in actual shape. I know Coach Billups had mentioned that at the beginning of the season about Nurk having to play himself into shape. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. If that's just, oh my, see, there's 3 Trailblazers. That was just 2. Things like that, guys. Things like that is what the team is working on. That's why I keep reminding people. I know people get so excited at how well the team is doing and the rankings and all of this, but things is going to come back to earth as far as the expectations level for this team. It hasn't changed, guys. It's just because they started off so well and they're doing so well. It's not like, we're playoff, okay, guys, it's playoff or bust, or we're looking at a championship contention. Is we're building towards that, we're building. These are things we have to learn on nights when Dame isn't there. Nice by Ant. Who's going to take lead? Is it just the killer Ant out there, or is it a team of veterans, who will take lead? Any one of the veterans, Josh, Justice, Nurk, somebody. I mean, this is what we're looking for to see. And this is what you're building in games like this, is that type of continuity. Now, I will say it was nice to see the rhythm come back. It was a nice rhythm. Guys were just taking the shots that were there instead of forcing other shots that they may have wanted. They're taking the shots that's there. They did a good job of that, a very good job of that. I know on the analytics, they mentioned that it was about 61% or something like that of made shots of the Trailblazers taking the shots that were given. So that was good, that was good. You see Giannis being Giannis. Giannis was, I mean, there's really not much you can do with Giannis, but Giannis did his thing. And Giannis is doing more. When Giannis is engaged and setting those screens, he's not always, you can tell he doesn't like to do that. But, he said he's too small. He said he's too small. But when Giannis is engaged, setting those screens and getting that action off those screens, he's deadly. He's absolutely deadly. That was a moving screen right there. These refs, man, you never know what a good screen is and what it isn't. That was that was nowhere near what a good screen is supposed to be. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's the NBA. And this was, you see the guys are a little, just Shaedon Sharpe just walking off the court like that. Shaedon got a, there's a couple times, again, like I said before about his focus. You can see that focus level maximize when he has the ball and getting ready to take flight. You can see that focus level maximize. You can see it. But there's times when he's just on defense, or he might get caught standing around watching, those are things that the kid has to work on, because that's what you want. You want him engaged. You don't want him displaced. You want him engaged at all times. With that type of ability, you definitely want him engaged. So that's what they're working on with Shaden. Matchups again, I don't know how many minutes Justice got this game, but again, Justice is not like, he's not the type of player that you're going to necessarily have 25 minutes a game every game. He's almost like a specialty type of player. You're going to get him out of there. You're going to get him out there on the floor when needed. You know what I'm saying? For those situations when you need the extra ball handling. Another hard-nosed veteran that's going to encourage the team and remember his responsibilities. I mean, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting to see all the different variations. What the rotations will begin to look like as we start to see who's doing what consistently. Somewhere there's a drop off. You know what I mean? So you got to see where those drop offs are at during the course of the game and why those drop offs may be happening. Is it defense? Is it lack of scoring out there? Is it just the ball's not going in? Is there adjustments that need to be made because of things that the opponent is doing defensively against us? Just stuff like that we're building that info. We're building all those. We're building all that data, to see, what adjustments should be made and what should be done moving forward, as far as acclimating minutes to certain guys and getting the production out there. So this was one of those games, guys, to build and learn on. This is what this season is about. I know everybody's so excited, and we kind of lose sight of what this is, but this is what this season is about. It's building and learning. So we'll be looking forward to that. And thank you guys for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one. All right.